Hello and welcome back to the third and last part on how to create a database in Moodle. So far we have learned how to set up a database, have learned how to create a variety of fields, and have learned how to create entries and records. In this part I will showcase how to format the list, the search, and the add entry form. I will also briefly explain how to export a database into a plain text program such as Notepad or TextEdit. Well, to format. Right now we're in the view single list or view single entry form, and it doesn't really look nice. We have the type of school, we have elementary, but basically what we can do is we can go into the templates, and this template form lets us format the data as to how we like it. So for example, we can highlight those fields and we can justify them to the left. We can also create a bold there. Another thing what we can do is we can make it more explicit. We can type for example, the type of school that you currently teach at, or the name of the school, grade levels you currently teach. So anyways, you can add, you can justify them to the left, you can change the fonts, and if you click Save Template, and if you click into the list view, you can see that you have the bolds here that you just created. In the templates, again, there is list template. The list template, the list template will list all the entries. So that little tab will correspond to view list. The single template will correspond to what we've just created, the view single. The advanced search template will correspond to search, this tab here. The add template will correspond to this. Let's change the format of this add entry because this is kind of a big mess here and I want to have it cleaned up. So you click on templates, you click on add template, which we're already in, and I would like to justify this to the left. And to make that more specific and explicit to the people who enter the data or the records is please select the type of school that you teach at, the type of school that you teach at. Or you can say, what is the name of your school? Select the grade levels you currently teach. So I'm just giving you a quick example. I'm just giving you an example of how to set this up. Do you have knowledge of databases? If you click Save Template, right now we were in the add, and if you click Add Entry, this maybe looks a little nicer. Please select the type of school you teach at. I'm teaching at an elementary or a high school. Let's another thing that we can do is we can align this to the left, and if we click Save Template and we click back the add entry, you can see this is all nicely aligned. I think it's much better than it was before. One thing with the templates is the view list. Quickly going into this, the list template. The list template gives you a header and a footer. And basically in the header what you can say, for example, these are all the people who entered data. It'll be on top of the, I'm going to show that to you in a second, At the footer, I usually say thanks for participating, or thanks for watching. Just sort of a little nice little compliment there. If you click Save Template and you go into the view list, these are all the people who entered the data. They'll be all listed here. This is my header. Thanks for participating and thanks for watching. That was my footer. But again, we can change the format here. We can adjust, we can add a few enters here, which is actually, this is a tip. I just found that out. If you add a few enters in here, but not enter anything else, and you click Save, and you go into the view list, you can see it'll stand out a little more here. Another thing what you can do is you can of course make this bold, or you can change the color by going to the text. Here's a little text field, you click there, and let's change the color to a nice looking blue. Again, you want to or if you want to, that's up to you, justify that to the left, and so on and so forth. Always remember to click Save Template, because that way it saves it. If you are really, or if you have knowledge in HTML, you click Disable Editor, and you can do the same thing in HTML code, which is actually also can be a very neat little feature. Okay, so just before I finish up, I would like to quickly outline how to export the data into a plain text field. So there's a little tab called Export here, and there's various options. I always select, if I want to export, I always want to select all the fields. And then I clicked either, do I want to import it into Excel or into an open office type of format. I'm going to demonstrate how to export the database into a CSV format. So you select that, you click export the database records. I'm going to choose a text edit, which is basically or very similar than to Notepad, and you click OK. And here it is, what I have just created. Oops, it has disappeared on me. It has disappeared on me. It is right here. The type of school, name of school, here are all the entries that we had previously. The web page. I'm going to spread that out a little bit, and this is my first record right here. Elementary. I'm the elementary called ABC Elementary. I was teaching a grade 3 and a 5 class. Yes. Do I have a knowledge of the databases right here? This is yes, and here's my URL. The second record that I entered is I was teaching at a high school and at a different, well, in this case it was a university. The high school was named CBA High School, and this is my second record. Well, I hope that you had a brief overview on how to create a database in Moodle, and I hope that this was a helpful feature. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you back. Bye-bye.